Hi everyone, this is Natasha, and today's Friday Funbits is by request. For those of you who haven't joined the Facebook group yet, I'll include a link in the description below. There you can vote on a weekly basis on what you would like to see on Friday Funbits. So the winning vote getter was inventory notebook. So that's what I made on Ustream just a few minutes ago, and this is definitely the prototype. Sometimes you learn things while in the process of making something and realize that you want to tweak a few things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deconstruct this one to a certain point and then fix the things that I know are not working here. So first and foremost, what I did is I created a template and I will have the templates available as PDF files on my blog. I will probably add one every week or so, maybe even sooner depending on how quickly I can get to them. So like this one is embellishments, and the information is name, brand, have, want, or restock for items that you won't need to refill. And they have a margin on the left hand side for the binding, and the binding, this is started off with just chipboard and duct tape. I have this giant roll of duct tape, and here's a tip: whenever you use tape, whether it's duct tape or any other tape that's like wide like this, I always tab it. So I pull off a piece and then fold it on itself. This way it makes it easier. The next time I go to use it, it's already ready for me. So that's my giant roll of duct tape. I have a couple of other colors, but that's the one that the girls picked out of the choices that I gave them on the Ustream. And for those of you who want to join me next time on Ustream, I'll include a link below to my channel, which I typically broadcast from playing. I have two other channels. One is Cricket Imagine and one is Wild Orchid Crafts. So I usually do these kind of things on the playing one. So the chipboard album dimensions, to use the Tim Holtz large binder rings, will be as follows. And I had to make an adjustment. The reason I'm going to break it down is because these pages, which print 4 to a page from regular cover stock from your printer, 8.5 by 11, cut in half width and lengthwise, give you the same margin on both sides, enough for you to put the binding on one side. I figured that all out, so that's the easy part. So all you'll have to do is print off the PDF file. I'm going to see if I can figure out if I can create the PDF, save the file as PDF, where you can fill the information in before you even print it out. For example, if you have a lot of one particular type of item that you want to keep track of, like all your inks, you can fill them in right on your computer before printing it, rather than fill it in manually, but you can also print a blank one. So this does look a little bit like a smash book, doesn't it? It's all it is raw chipboard, medium weight chipboard, and that duct tape that I just showed you. And on the inside it looks like this. There are magnets, but I'm thinking I'm going to pull these out because I'm not sure if I really need them. Again, this is just to throw in my purse, to have on hand. I have a couple of pages already in here, including a template for my 2 holes for these binder rings, and the center is a piece of chipboard in the back, and then this flap that has magnets. Listen, I don't know if you heard that, but there's magnets embedded in some cardstock, 5 layers of cardstock in there between the tape. So, and that was Mitzi's idea. Thank you, Mitzi. I'm not sure whether I'm going to go with that for the final one. The reason this is just a prototype, as you can see, I didn't allocate enough space for the 1¼ inch binder rings and the paper. I did allow 1/4 inch larger than the paper, but that's not enough to account for the binder rings. So if this is open, let's say the flap didn't exist and the pages were inside, they would stick out by 1/4 inch. So I need to increase the front and back covers by probably 3/8. Maybe 1/4 inch would work. So I'm gonna figure out the dimensions and I'll include that all on my blog. See, that's another thing. Whenever I have no problem whatsoever admitting when I'm wrong, when I didn't get something right. This I did not get right. It seemed like it was perfect that I had 1/4 inch, but I totally forgot about the dimension of the binder ring. So on its own. It looks cute, right? Nice. The only other thing that I might do is I might add an embossed piece of craft paper. So I'll see what my favorite embossing folders are, and then I might do that for the front cover. So this is what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start keeping track of my inventory of the various craft items that I have on hand. Paper stacks, 6x6 stacks, my 12 by 12 paper stacks from Die Cuts with a View, all of those. It is becoming nearly impossible to really recall off the top of my head, even though I have a pretty good memory, everything that I have on hand, particularly the color inks that I might have in my supply. So when there's deals or super sales, before I forget, today, Friday, September 7th only, Joann.com has 50% off of all paper embellishment, so I'll include a link to that below as well. Oh, actually I'll include a link to my eBates referral, because you get an additional, I think, 5% back if you link in through the eBates account. Anyway, so before I forget, and that's something that I have to do after I upload the video, or once the video is uploading. So, and I think what it might be cool is to have some pockets in the back and maybe in the front. That's another reason why I might kind of do away with this. No offense, Mitzi, it was a great idea, but I think I'd like to have the real estate for a pocket to tuck in my receipts. Maybe this is exactly where I'm going to keep track of all of my expenses. And I know for those of you who have smartphones, there are software packages, software programs, and apps that will track this information for you. I, however, do not have a smartphone at the moment and may not have one for some time, only because I work from home and I always have a computer nearby or my Kindle, so it's not, and there isn't a Kindle app yet. So sometimes I just need paper, you know, something on paper. So this is going to serve, the final one, the one I finally create, will serve as my inventory for my craft supplies. Oh, and I'm sorry, my camera's just going wah, wah. Sorry about that. So there you go. If you're interested in creating one for yourself, because all you really need is several pieces of chipboard. I bet you even have leftover scraps. These dimensions, once I have them posted on my blog, will be important because they will house this, the template cut into half and half. And the reason I had designed it this way, it's really a postcard size or an A2 size, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, because I've been using my Dream Cuts machine, and I thought what would be the easiest way to mass produce once I've printed off all of these pages for the inventory, and my Dream Cuts is definitely the way to go. Half, you know, put the paper in, cut it by half, put it in, cut it by half. So there you go. That's what this is going to look like once I increase the page size just a little bit and use the ring binders. And I know that this is a large one, there's also a small one, so all of the dimensions that I've created for these templates are based on the ring binder large, and you can make two. You can make one for yourself and one for a friend, or one for your craft supplies and one for something else. I don't know if you makeup or kitchen something or other. This would make a really cute little recipe book. Easy to add recipes that you share from, you know, that you get from friends, or you cut out of the paper or magazines. So that'd be cute. So there you go. If you have any questions for me, please feel free to leave me a comment. This duct tape, before I get asked, is from my local junk store that's no longer available, or that's no longer around, but it is Taped brand duct tape. So you see that? And I think they had 8 or 9 different colors. This is the color that spoke to me because I love purple. So that's the one that I ended up using, and I do have a black version and a silver one. So you can make it pretty much any color. So there you go. As always, if you have any questions, please leave me a comment. Don't forget to stop by my blog. I will be posting additional information on that blog as soon as I have it, again, once I figure out the measurements accurately, and the PDF file for the first inventory sheet, which is embellishments. And I'll probably add some basic embellishments like brads and things that most of us have. So, and if you have any questions, or if you have something that you keep your inventory information in now, I would love to know. You could feel free to leave a comment or do a video response. Don't forget to thumbs up. That really does help, and that helps immensely. And if you want to share, if you find it useful, also share. And don't forget to subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Now I've reached 3,000 subscribers and 1.5 million views, so there'll be a giveaway coming up. Maybe not this weekend, maybe when I get back to work on Monday. So we'll see. I've been pulling stuff together for the giveaway, so I think I even shared a little sneak peek the other day while I was on Ustream. So that's the kind of stuff that you might be seeing if you join me on Ustream. As always, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching.